Hey guys, it's Cole Watkins with the Bridge Group, and I just fired my client. Stay tuned to find out why. No, this is not clickbait. I really did just fire one of our clients. It does pain me to say that because my sweet wife did a fantastic job up front. Not everyone is going to be a good client for you, but we learned not a hard lesson because we've known this before, and this isn't the first time. I've actually fired other clients that have become very good friends and great clients. Daryl, that's you. Not every client is for you, and that's kind of the moral of this story. This client came to us. They were a referral by a referral partner of ours, and they said, hey, this person already bought this house. They need to sell their house. Thought maybe you could help them out. At the listing appointment, the husband and the wife were a little bit at odds. The comps came in at around the 460 range, and this is, just maybe at the end of 2021. So the market is still very on fire. His wife wanted 480. He said it's okay to list for 470. I said we should probably list at 460. We were actually able to get the property under contract for about 475, but also we were able to get the terms adjusted to where his net was 480,000, exactly what his wife wanted, right? We go into the option period. The option period, if you're not familiar with it, is the period negotiated between 5, 7, 10 days. It can be as many as you want, but it's negotiable. Typically it's 7 to 10 days, and that is the period where the buyer can come in, do inspections, do their due diligence, and actually cancel the contract and pull their earnest money out. All they're losing is the option fee, which is typically between $200 and $500. When they did that, they asked for a few things and repairs. Kelly negotiated that, hey, look, we're not doing any of these repairs. And they actually agreed. So $0 in concessions, $0 in repairs, no more work for the sellers. We were out of the option period. We also negotiated in the contract that the buyers would be paying for the owner title policy, the OTP. That is typically a seller closing cost, which is about 1.5% of the contracted price. In and around that range. Sometimes it varies, it's more, sometimes it's less. But for this property, you're looking at about, a little bit over $4,000 that the buyer would have been paying. All of that being said, after all of these victories, instead of celebrating, instead of saying, wow, the Bridge Group is the best, Cole and Kelly, y'all did an amazing job, which we would like to think that most clients would celebrate with us like that, they don't. He came back and said, look, thank you, y'all have done a good job so far, but we're still going to need for you guys to pitch in some of your commission. We brought them extreme value. We told them that a total of 11 times. We said, no, we're not going to be contributing our commission. After a while, that does kind of drain on you, and you begin to wonder, is this the right client for me? Should I have moved forward with this? Long story short, the buyers of the property went all the way up until the day before closing to wait to disclose to us that they were selling their property because they were getting a divorce and they were actually not going to be able to purchase our property, our seller's listing, any longer because one of the partners was not cooperating and allowing the partner to sell the house. Obviously, they're not going to be getting their earnest money back. They're definitely not going to be getting their option money back. And they have spent a whole lot and invested a whole lot, unfortunately, not to get it. So that being said, it was at that moment that Kelly and I looked at each other and said, I think this is our opportunity to kind of split ways with this client, to fight that hard for a client that at the end of the day doesn't necessarily, and I'm not saying we need to be praised or appreciated, but I don't feel like they valued the work that we put in. And I wasn't willing to put my wife or myself back through that again, when at the same time we could be working for 5 other clients, like so many of you that are watching this right now, that we've had the opportunity to go on that journey with, of buying a home or selling a home, or maybe both. Moral of the story is, make sure that if you're working with a client that your values align. If they start saying some things in the very beginning of that transactional relationship that are maybe some things that you want to take note of, or some key phrases or lines that alert you to, hey, look, this could possibly be the way it's going to be for the next 35, 40, 50 days of this transaction, it might be better to cut it then than have to do it at a later date and spend time and resources trying to work for that client and get wins for them all along the way. If you've had thoughts of selling, if you've had thoughts of buying, if you've had thoughts of getting into real estate, let me know. I would love the opportunity to reach out and talk to you about that. Till next week, we'll see you then.